Hi, I'm Rory from Lift AI, and I'm about to walk you through a demo of how it works to increase conversions for your website. So, we built Lift AI using billions of data points and over 15 years of expertise in the space to create a machine learning model that gets users an average of 9 times more pipeline from their website. Lift AI is the only model that works in real time and works with both known and completely anonymous visitors. So, how does it work? Imagine a visitor lands on your site and starts navigating through it. How do we know if they're likely to convert or not? Well, we'd need to understand their behavior both before and during their experience to figure that out. Have they been to your site before? How many times? How did they find you? The key here is understanding the behavior that leads to a website conversion. This is unique to Lift AI. For example, we need to see and understand what they do on your website. Are they truly spending time or just kicking the tires? Are they on some pages more than others? Are they exhibiting the kind of behavior that typically leads to a conversion? Well, that's the $1,000,000 question. It's not something you can calculate with a simple algorithm or a spreadsheet or a hypothesis. Only machine learning can do it. For example, what kind of content are your users consuming? Are they just clicking around or do they have an actual goal? What content they're consuming? What order are they consuming it? These are all isolated questions, but together there's something else. Lift AI monitors this and assigns each visitor what's called a buyer intent score between 0 and 100, where 100 is considered an almost certain conversion. This all happens in real time, and it works for any kind of visitor, whether they're known to you or not. With our buyer intent scores in hand, you can create different segments of visitor from low to medium and high intent, then operationalize those segments to increase your conversions, which I'm about to show you. So, broadly speaking, we would consider any score between 60 and 100 to be high intent, while 30 to 59 could be medium intent, and everything below that low intent. So, where do we see these scores? How do we use them? So, Lift AI integrates out of the box with Google Analytics, where you can see all of the buyer intent scores. This is the most common way of determining this data, but we can use other tools as well. For example, we can integrate with Adobe Analytics if that's your preferred tool. Just let us know. So, by default, Google Analytics speaks with Lift AI to read and understand the scores and the segments as they've been set up. You can see it straight away when you log in. We see that typically 9% of visitors will fall into a high intent segment, and then 17% into medium intent and 74% into low. So you can immediately benchmark your site against that to see how you compare. You can also use all of the reporting views in Google Analytics to slice and dice your data and really gain a ton of insight into each segment, which is especially important for your high intent visitors. For example, you can look at the goal conversion rates of your high intent visitors and analyze which campaigns are driving those high intent visitors to the site. If you see a specific campaign is driving a lot of high intent visitors, you can double down on the ad spend there. If you see another campaign is driving a lot of low intent, maybe you'll reduce or stop the spend there. From here, you can decide what you want your engagement strategy to look like. We found that some of the biggest and most immediate results are from creating a chat engagement strategy based on these Lift AI buyer intent segments. For example, you can create a new chat playbook that targets high intent visitors and routes them directly to your live sales agents, who have the best chance of converting those visitors, compared to, say, a low intent visitor who you might want to set up a playbook to deflect to an automated experience like a chatbot or a nurture or a supporting bot. The other key is that because Lift AI looks at the behavior of visitors rather than isolated actions like page views or isolated data like their name, you can increase the coverage of your chat program across the entire site rather than relying on a narrow scope such as the pricing page. If you need help with playbook design or configuration, you can ask about our professional services. We've got over 15 years of experience in the chat services space, so we know exactly how to help you design the right experience for each of your visitors. Integrating Lift AI with your chat tool is really easy. You simply use a cookie condition in your targeting section of Drift, for example, and after deciding which score range you want to consider as high intent, you can then create a playbook that targets those visitors across your website. This is really critical because you end up engaging those visitors in real time when the iron is hot, when it matters most, before those visitors leave the site. This is critical to getting results. Low intent visitors may get a more automated experience using, say, a chatbot that supports the needs of those low intent visitors without burning your sales resources. You can nurture those visitors with a top of funnel message to help educate and provide useful resources for them. A playbook for high intent visitors might use hooks more aligned to their stage in the buying process to create more specific experiences that remove gates and barriers for those visitors that might otherwise cause them to abandon, such as asking them for their email address, which is a common mistake we see clients make. So optimizing your chat playbooks is one way to increase results using Left AI, but there are many other ways. You could create retargeting lists that have high intent visitors only. You could prioritize who your sales team follows up with in your CRM by combining Left AI data with your known intelligence datasets. The opportunities are somewhat endless. Using this strategy, we found that on average, our clients get about 9 times more pipeline in as little as 90 days. We're confident you can get a clear ROI with Left AI, so we start all of our engagements with a free trial. You can sign up on our website at your convenience using our self-serve Google installation, or by requesting a trial where our team will work with you one-on-one to get you started. Our trial analysis will summarize key metrics about all of your traffic, which is reflected here in yellow, and those that you're targeting with a tactic like chat, for example, reflected in purple. We'll start with how much traffic you have in each of those score ranges and how each score range is converting. Then we'll show you how effective your engagement strategy can be in increasing your conversions. We'll help you understand what percentage of high, medium, and low intent visitors you're engaging right now, and then forecast what changes can deliver in terms of those conversions, pipeline, and revenue metrics. We're happy to work with you during the 30-day free trial to help you understand the potential of your website and overall traffic. It's using this exact tool set that we managed to get clients an average of 9 times more pipeline from their website. We'd be happy to share any of those case studies with you if you want to learn more. So if you haven't already, head to our website and sign up for a free trial. Thanks.